Hey Kids World, it's Pastor Kaylee. I'm so glad that you can join me today. We're going to jump into the big God story and I'm going to share with you my favorite story and we'll see what God has to teach us. So if you have a Bible that looks like this one at home, go ahead and grab it and then you can follow along with me as I read. And if you don't have this Bible at home yet, no worries, it's totally okay. I'm going to show you guys the pictures as we go. So our story today starts on page 391. It's the story of the lost sheep. And in this part of the big God story, this is during Jesus' life on earth. So this is when he's teaching people about God. And our story starts with some people who were wondering who was the most important to God. They were asking Jesus, who's the most important to God? And so to answer them, Jesus told them a parable. And remember, a parable is a story that Jesus used when he was teaching people about God. It's a way of teaching. So Jesus said, think about a shepherd. What does a shepherd do? He protects, he cares for, and he watches over his sheep. He gives them plenty of food, and he gives them plenty of water. And at night, the shepherd counts all of his sheep to make sure that they're all there. And if even one sheep is missing, he goes to look for it. And if you can see this picture, friends, you see how many sheep the shepherd has to look over. And he knows all of them, so he knows if even one is missing, and he goes to look for it. The shepherd looks for his lost sheep in the barn. He goes near the water, near the stream to look for it. He goes up into the hills. He looks everywhere. And the shepherd does not give up. At last, he finds his lost sheep. And you can see how happy the shepherd is when he finds his sheep. He carries the sheep back and he calls his friends together and he says, friends, let's celebrate. My lost sheep has been found. And then Jesus said, God loves every one of his children like a shepherd loves his sheep. God loves you and God loves me like a shepherd loves his sheep. When one of them sins or makes a bad choice and turns away from God, it's like a sheep that has gone astray. It's like a lost sheep. And God is very sad. But when the person turns away from their sin, away from their bad choices, and comes back to God, God is so very happy. And he celebrates like a shepherd who has found his lost sheep. And friends, I just love this story because it reminds us that God loves us more than we can ever imagine. And we know that he is our good shepherd. He promises to protect us and care for us and watch over us. And we know that when God promises us things, they're true. When he says he's going to do something, he does it. So that's our story for today. I'm so glad that you guys could join me, and I want you guys to keep coming back each Wednesday because for the next few weeks, we're gonna have members of our KidsWorld team, your awesome teachers and leaders on the weekends who are gonna be sharing their favorite stories from the Big God story with you. And so I'm excited, they're excited to share with you, and I'm excited for all of us to read them together. I love you guys, I miss you so much, and we'll see you soon. Bye.